another drama from our ISKCON St. Louis titled as Spiritual RRR. Are you all excited to know what is the spiritual RRR? Why and how it's got the name RRR? Let's get ready to watch the drama. Here comes a story about a grandma who lives in St. Louis with her children and grandchildren. She attends a Bhagavad Gita online classes every week. Let's get ready for an action.
भगवत गीता कृष्ण कहा है ये भगवत गीता कृष्ण कहा है गणेश लिखा है व्यास दिया है सर्व वेदों का सार है ये भगवत गीता ये भगवत गीता कृष्ण कहा है ये भगवत गीता कृष्ण कहा है
Grandma!
Oh no! Another power outage?
No, I just stopped the audio. It's just 9 a.m. What are you listening to so early in the morning?
Peter, Monica, this is Bhagavad Gita. Song of God Shri Krishna.
Song of God? Really? God has so much time to even sing. Is he a singer?
Yes, he has all time for us. Let me tell you more how much I appreciate listening to Bhagavad Gita classes.
Yes, please tell me. I'm eager to know. I see lots of changes in you. Earlier, you used to get upset when you didn't get what you wanted. You used to get angry at people when they didn't do what you needed. At times you got depressed as well when you thought about bad things that happened in your past. You used to constantly worry about the future, but the past 6 months, I've seen those symptoms drastically reduced. I see a big change in you.
Yes. Poyelu puchu poyundu gaya. It's all gone.
Wow, I didn't know Amritanjan is so powerful.
You are so funny, my granddaughter.
What is it then? It's not only you change from those negative things, but also I see you in happiness all the time, with no worries, full of joy. Tell me the secret then. I can't wait to hear the fact.
It's Amritanjan called Bhagavad Gita, which removes the contamination within and gives us ultimate happiness. Past 6 months, I've been regularly attending weekend Gita class, which has helped me a lot. That's the secret of all my change that you see.
Amazing. What do they really teach in class?
It certainly seems a very effective class, Monica. Just now, Grandma explained to me clearly about these classes in detail with a lot of stories. Once you hear more, Monica, you don't ever stop attending those classes.
Bhagavad Gita is the guide for mankind. It has 700 shlokas in 18 chapters, which is part of great epic Mahabharata. In the class, they'll read every single verse with its meaning, and they will explain in a way that anyone can relate and apply in our daily life. I've learned a little so far, and we are still in the 3rd chapter only. It's ocean of knowledge that every human must study.
Interesting. Can you please share what you learned in last week's class?
Oh, sure. Just now I explained to Nitya. I am happy to repeat again for you. In our last week class, we came to know a story about a merchant. That was a real story that happened in a village called Medinipur in West Bengal state, India.
Hold on. Stories in Bhagavad Gita? Really?
Yes, every day Grandma tells me a lot of stories from Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, as part of explaining Gita verse, the instructor relates with many lively stories, so common people like us can understand the verse through these stories.
Wow, this class seems to be very attractive. I love stories. Well, go ahead with the story you heard.
There was a merchant, Ravi, who had four sons, and four sons were married and living together in a house as a family.
4 sons, 4 daughter-in-laws, 2 the Ravi and his wife. Wow, 10 in one house? I call that a small office.
Well, each son had two kids and some pets well.
Then it's not a small office, Nitya, it's a circus company.
Well, hear the story and decide later what it is.
Well then, let's get started with the story.
Okay, one day.
Hello? Hello? Are you sitting, sleeping, and snoring? These days, you're getting tired very soon. It's time to delegate your responsibility to the younger ones.
This is exactly what I'm running in my mind too.
Yeah. Have you thought about what you want to delegate and who? And you hammer all these kids every time about studying engineering, medicine, and whatnot. Now they're so busy and they don't have any time to take more load from you.
Yes, that's true. But how about our daughters-in-law?
Oh, that's an idea. Let's try.
Let's find out. Call them.
Okay, let me call. Aparna, beta Aparna, can you come over? Your father-in-law wants to talk to you.
Yes, uncle. Did you call me? What
Yes,
can I do for you?
yes, daughter. I'm giving you these 3 grains of paddy. Take care of these grains and return them to me after 3 years.
Okay, uncle. Thank you. This old person, I can't explain what is there in his mind. Seems like he's thinking as if he gave me 3 pounds of gold. Need to preserve it and give it back after 3 years? What a foolish thing it is. He thinks that these unworthy grains are so precious. For this, a plan of 3 years? If a third person listens to this, they'll laugh at me. He gave me 3 grains. What a fool I am too. I would have thrown that there itself in front of him. Anyway, what is the point of keeping them in for 3 years? After 3 years, I will find some grains from the storage and give him. Nobody can find the difference anyways.
I'm going to call our next daughter-in-law. Beta Rama, your father-in-law want to talk to you. Can you come over?
Yes, uncle. What can I do for you?
Yes, daughter. I'm giving you these 3 grains of paddy. Take best care of these grains and return them back to me after 3 years.
Father-in-law called me as if some fire occurred in the home and gave me 3 grains of rice and asked me to save for 3 years. What if I lose them? It's of no use for me nor him. Better to eat them. And if he asks me, I will just bring it back from the storage and will simply give it to him.
Rama, did uncle ask you to come as well? Did he give you the same grains for 3 years?
Yes, I just got 3 grains. Did he call you? How many did you get?
Yes, I got 3. What did you do with them? Where are they?
Swaha, I just ate them.
What? You ate them? Wow, you are my real sister.
Yes. What did you do with it?
I offered it to the sky.
Oh, you threw them?
Yes, my sister.
Yeah. Supriya, can you come over? Your father-in-law want to talk to you.
Yes, Auntie, on my way.
Here you go, my dear daughter. These are the 3 grains of rice I'm giving you now. Return them to me after 3 years.
Sure, Uncle. Thank you. I'm sure there must be some good reason why Uncle is asking me to do this. Is he testing how I can preserve any item? Or is he testing my ability? So I must take care of them and keep them safe and return them back to Uncle as it is. Less, I should be concerned about the reasons now. Just do what is being asked to do. That's all.
Supriya sister, did Uncle call you to come as well? And did he give you some grains to save for 3 years?
Yes, he did. How do you know?
Well, he called us too and gave us some grains as well.
I will preserve them safely and return after 3 years.
Crazy. Why are you so afraid of Uncle? There is no need to give the same grains after 3 years. Even now, our father-in-law is not able to see properly what to say after 3 years. Anyway, we have got lot of grains in our storage. We can just grab 3 grains and give it to him. What a difference does it make? There is no need of giving the same grain, sister.
Well, that means you both did not preserve the 3 grains in a safe place, correct?
No, 3 grains? Huh. I ate them and Aparna threw them out.
Our uncle is very wise. He can find out. He may get angry on both of you.
Well, we will find out how wise he is after 3 years. Why should we worry right now for the anger that comes after 3 years?
Nisha, can you come over? Your father-in-law wants to talk to you.
Yes, Auntie, on my way.
Here you go, my dear daughter. These are the 3 grains of rice I'm giving you now. Return them to me after 3 years.
Sure, Uncle. I'm sure there must be some good reason for this. Shall I discuss this with my mother-in-law or my husband when he returns back from work?
Hello, Sister Nisha. Did Uncle give you 3 grains to save for 3 years?
Yes, he did. I found myself so lucky that they called me and gave me these 3 grains.
Okay, don't show them in front of Aparna and Rama. They may eat or throw them.
What are you discussing, elder sisters?
Well, nothing to feel special, Sister Nisha. All 3 of us got them. I doubted you got something special as you are elder to all of us.
Not sure if Uncle is good. He's been acting quite weird these days.
Stop! Please be quiet. Please don't talk like that. I'm sure there is some valid reason which we may not understand. He is very knowledgeable, has lots of wisdom along with lifetime experience and realizations. There must be some deeper meaning for his action, for sure. We need to find it out. Don't be silly by treating him like a joker.
Good. Tell them like that. These 2 forced to take my grains given by Uncle.
Aparna, why do you need the grains given to Supriya? Uncle has also given you 3 grains. Then why do you need the grains of Supriya?
The 3 grains, I did throw them. And Rama, she ate them.
The way that you understand our uncle and auntie?
Oh, elder sister, you should have born at BC time. Anyway, we don't care for your 3 grains. Just don't waste your time on thinking on this simple matter. Anyways, good luck, sisters.
Monica, Nitya, what did you understand in the story now?
I didn't understand anything in this. As a gift, father-in-law should give 3 acres of land or 3 pounds of gold. But what is this? 3 grains? That you preserve for 3 years?
What I feel is the elder daughter-in-law is seriously thinking about the reason behind the 3 grains. Father-in-law is not an ordinary person, as the last two daughter-in-laws are thinking. Am I right, Grandma?
Yes, Nitya, you got the point. Monica still has to catch up to this point. Let's see what's happening after 3 years.
You gave 3 years ago grains to our daughters-in-law. Should we check on them? What did they do with those?
Yes, please call them.
You didn't remember about this, did you?
No, not like that. I want to test your memory and see if you remember them.
Nice joke. Anyways, let me call them. Nisha, Rama, Supriya, and Aparna, can you come over? By the way, don't forget to bring those grains your father-in-law gave 3 years ago.
Aparna, did you get the grains with you?
Yes, uncle. Here are the grains you gave me 3 years back.
Hello, Uncle. These are the grains you gave me 3 years back.
Looks like different for sure from what I gave initially.
Hey, Bhagwan. Unbelievable. Uncle got to know the truth. What shall we do now, Sister Supriya?
You need this punishment. I told you that day very clearly not to underestimate our father-in-law. You did not listen.
Okay, sister, don't fire on us further. Advise. What shall we do now?
Just accept your fault and tell the truth to Uncle.
What did you both do with the grains that I gave?
I'm sorry, uncle. I must admit that I did not follow your instructions. I threw them away and Rama ate them. I sincerely apologize.
Uncle, I'm ashamed. I ate them. I'm so sorry for my behavior.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Supriya, what about you? Do you have the 3 games I gave you?
Yes, Uncle. Here are the 3 grains that you gave me 3 years back.
Perfect. These are the same grains. Where is Nisha?
Call her, Nisha.
Nisha.
Sorry, Uncle. I'm late. I was in the garden.
That's fine. But where are the grains? You have come empty-handed.
I'm extremely sorry, Uncle. I'm unable to get the grains you gave. I couldn't identify them.
Did you misplace them or unable to locate them?
No. I did not misplace them. Considering the time frame of 3 years, I thought rather than keeping them stored for no reason, better to sow them and get something out of it in this 3-year period. Now it has grown so much, I'm unable to bring them here by my hands. I need 3 trucks to bring them. I apologize, Uncle.
Excellent. Thank you all very much for participating in this exercise. It gives a clear picture what would be an appropriate role for each one of you. Aparna, you can do a great job of keeping the house clean. Cleanliness is your natural quality. Rama, you would be very well fit into the kitchen responsibility. Supriya, finance and taking care of assets will be your area of interest. And Nisha, you are the natural quality of keeping you the reputation of the family, thinking of the welfare and future for everyone. You manage the entire home. Here are the keys.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you, Uncle.
Monica and Nitya, I hope you enjoyed the story time. Now, can one of you tell me what you got from the story?
Grains. Well, I don't remember all of their names, but the 4th one threw away the grains. That indicates one should lock their room while sleeping when she's around, or she'll throw everyone away.
What about 3rd daughter-in-law?
The 3rd one ate the grains. Well, better preserve your food in advance, or else she'll empty everything.
You're too funny, Monica.
The 2nd saved the grains. Mostly, I think we can learn how to take care of others' things. The older daughter-in-law seems like the smart one. She could be a good investor.
What's your take, Nitya?
I think the first one can maintain the house and keep it clean by throwing away the unnecessary and unwanted things.
Good point.
The third daughter-in-law ate the grains. A chef needs to have good taste buds, hence she will fit into the kitchen services.
Well done.
The second one carefully preserved the grains, so she was given the responsibility of accounts and finance.
Very good.
The older daughter-in-law, with all her intelligence, multiplied the grains, hence she was given the responsibility to grow the family tradition and culture.
Outstanding.
All that is fine, but I am lost here. We started our conversation with something and ended with something else. We were curious to know the positive change in you, and you said learned from your Bhagavad Gita classes. Then you started telling me this whole Ravi story. Seems like two different topics for me. I don't think I got the answer to my original question. How is this story related to my question? Believe me, I loved your story you told me, but I'm unable to make the connection to Bhagavad Gita. Can you help me?
Yeah, I understand. Let me take one step further from what you personally learned. Nitya, do you want to say as I have already told you?
Sure, Grandma. The first lesson, cleanliness is next to godliness. That we learned from the fourth daughter-in-law. She cleaned the grains off. One should try to keep themselves clean and try to keep their house clean and belongings clean and keep their consciousness clean by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If we don't have both external and internal clean, we cannot get close to the Supreme Purest, Krishna. Gita speaks about cleanliness, where if one has to go do yoga, one has to pick a place which is clean.
Nitya, what's the second lesson?
The second lesson is a proper diet. That is exhibited from the third daughter-in-law. She ate the grains. Cook and eat sattvic food. And those sattvic food offered to Krishna. Eat only prasadam that is offered to Krishna. By eating, one's interest towards spirituality increases and desire to attain Krishna will become the goal in one's life. Just by eating Krishna's prasadam. This is also clearly mentioned in the Gita. Food is the mode of goodness.
What about third lesson?
The third lesson is to preserve and maintain God's property. That is what we learned from the second daughter-in-law. She saved the grains. Everything belongs to God. We only use them in His service and for His satisfaction. We are not the doer, we are not the owner, and we do not expect any results. In other words, Krishna is the ultimate doer of everything. Krishna is the ultimate owner of everything. And Krishna is the one who should enjoy the end results of any actions. Krishna says in the Gita that He is the proprietor and the enjoyer.
Good job, Nitya. What about the fourth lesson?
The fourth lesson is to enhance good qualities. That is the key message from the first daughter-in-law. She multiplied the grains. Without developing good qualities, one cannot get closer to God. One must consciously work on increasing one's service towards God. Any good qualities are derived by associating with quality people, especially with devotees who have good qualities. Krishna speaks what are good qualities and what are bad qualities clearly in one whole chapter of Bhagavad Gita.
Wow, Nitya, you're learning a lot from Grandma.
Yes, and this is what you can learn from Bhagavad Gita classes, a very profound message.
What an easy way to understand difficult messages. I am very impressed and amazed. But Grandma, I'm curious, how are the four daughters-in-laws doing their duties after the father-in-law allocated the responsibilities? Can you explain that?
Yeah, sure. I'll take you to the tour of Mednipur again.
Aparna, what are you doing, my dearest, youngest co-sister?
Rama has eaten her grains and I threw them away.
That is in the past. I am asking, what are you doing now?
Oh, now I'm cleaning the house and keeping it spick and span. And after checking everything carefully, I'm throwing the things that are not necessary.
Oh, that's good. Rama, may I know what are you doing?
Yes, Nisha sister. I ate the grains and Aparna threw them out.
Baba, I'm asking what are you doing now?
Oh, now? Before eating anything, I'm first serving the food to Krishna, and then I'm serving the prasad to everybody in the house, and finally I'm eating.
Very nice to hear, my dear. How about your work, Supriya?
Well, Sister Nisha, I'm taking control of the unnecessary expenses of the house and planning carefully to donate the rest of the money to temples and charitable trusts, planning accordingly to give salaries to the workers.
Very, very nice. So nice to hear. If we do our responsibilities and maintain our home properly like this, our in-laws will be so happy and will feel so proud of us. Good job, co-sisters.
This is how they were being so responsible and maintaining their house. Well, God has given us many resources, mainly body, mind, intelligence, people, and many more things. If we use these resources in the service of God, we'll feel content with Him.
This is so very clear to me now. Can I try to summarize in a nutshell what I've understood?
Sure, honey.
The 3 grains represent resources. Those are the internal, like body, mind, and intelligence. External ones like material assets and spiritual resources, scriptures, saints, and guru. A second grain represents relationship, family, immediate family, extended family, friends, and society. The third grain represents responsibilities, following one's varnashrama dharma. All these 3 grains represent relationship, resources, and responsibilities. Spiritual RRR.
Wow, way to go, Nitya. You've become like grandma. Very wise. Resources, relationships, and responsibilities. Spiritual RRR. I love it. If we use the spiritual RRR, we can also become happier in this life with no worries. Not only that, we can attain the spiritual world.
Well said. You both are super smart kid, blessed with good intelligence.
Well, true. Now we need to use that resource of intelligence in Krishna's service. I would like to join the Gita classes starting this week.
Me too.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Grandma.
Thank you so much, Grandma.
We hope your time was well invested today by watching this drama, Spiritual RRR. Thank you all for being with us today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.